Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you'd be fine. Today we are going to talk about the verb patterns that we use in our daily lives. For this, we have to understand that when there are two verbs in a sentence, how to use the other verb after the first one. How to deal with the second verb in a sentence where we have two verbs in line. Just look at these sentences and follow the pattern. I thank you for helping me. Here we have two verbs, thank and helping. And with these two verbs, we have a preposition in between for. This is a preposition in between these two verbs. Similarly, I'm interested in cooking. Here again we have two verbs, interested and cooking. And again we have a preposition in between. So when there are two verbs in a sentence, a verb followed by a verb, and there is a preposition in between, then the second verb would end in ing. The first verb would be according to the tense that you are using in the sentence, but the second verb would end in ing. Similarly, if there are two verbs in line, no preposition in between, there is no distance, no gap in between, there is no word in between, then again the second verb would end in ing. Similarly, I enjoy learning English. Enjoy is a verb followed by a verb learning. So here we have ing with this second verb. I started talking to my friend. Started a verb, again a verb talking. So this ends in ing. So just keep in mind when there are two verbs, if there is no gap, no preposition in between, or if there is a preposition in between, then the second verb would always end in ing. Next, we have a rule with the word to. When it comes in between two verbs, then the second verb would never be with ing. And if we have to in between two verbs, the second verb would come in the first form. Like, I decided to watch TV. You can see here that with this verb, we have another verb watch, and in between we have a to, so here we have no ing. Similarly, I want to eat banana. So whenever we have a to in between two verbs, the followed verb, the verb after the verb would end in the first form. But here is an exception to this case. You'll find that we have ing in the second verb after to. For example, I look forward to meeting you. You see, look is the first verb and then meeting is the second, but we have a to in between. So why is there ing after using the to with the verb? Similarly, you will get used to living here. So used to is a verb, then we have a to followed by another verb, living. So why again here we have living with ing. So you have to, students, learn a rule. These verbs are not working alone, but are the phrasal verbs with the word to. Look forward to comes together. It is used as a unit. You cannot separate to from this phrasal verb because to is part of this phrasal verb. Look forward to. I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to ice cream. So whenever to is part of a phrasal verb, the verb followed by this phrasal verb would end in ing. Like here, I look forward to meeting you. Okay? I look forward to eating ice cream. Similarly, with this verb, get used to, you will get used to living here. That is, you'll become accustomed to, you will become habitual of living here. But you will get used to living here. Next phrasal verb with objects to. John objects to lying. Objects to is a one unit. Okay. Then I resorted to stealing. Yeah, I confessed to stealing. Confessed means you tell someone what you did wrong. Okay. Then opposed to, in opposition of something, going against something. I'm opposed to living in America, or I'm opposed to living here. So opposed to means you are going against something. Similarly, addicted to. I was addicted to drinking. I was addicted to alcohol. Okay? So these are the verbs which comes along with to. And the next one is dedicated to or devoted to. So Zoya's devotion to volunteering is a surprise at her age. So these are some of the phrasal verbs that you could learn easily. Okay, now move towards the exercise. Here we have been provided with the sentences and we have to choose which one goes correct with the given sentences. Everyone wanted to trying Kim's homemade cookies. So here we have two verbs, wanted and trying. So which one go better with the word to in between? We have just learned when there is a to in between two verbs and the first one is not a phrasal verb, then the followed verb would end in without ing. It would be the first form of verb. So everyone wanted to try Kim's homemade cookies. Please don't forget to picking up your brother after school. Again, forget and pick up. In between two. So it would be pick up, not picking up. We will not use ing after to if it is not followed by an adverbial phrase. Okay, it is not followed by a phrasal verb. Sorry, I can't stand to listen to people that eat noisily. Okay, I don't like such things. We have decided to go to Singapore next summer. Do you mind not to use your phone in the library? The girls stopped to work and went for a coffee. So here we have learned that when we have a word to in between two verbs, the followed verb would end in present simple and not with ing. This is the rule that we have learned. Students, if you like the video, please hit the like button. Do subscribe to my channel if you are new and share it with your friends as much as you can. Thanks for watching. Take care. Allah Hafiz.